Hi, this is Dr. Doug. I'm a wellness coach, a fitness trainer. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps with the visibility of my videos. Let's talk about constipation today. Constipation technically is when you are not having a bowel movement every day. What's normal and healthy is to have a bowel movement every day. The feces can get hung up in the colon for two reasons. Let's talk about the first one, which is easier to explain, and that would be anxiety. When people are nervous, fearful, dreading, whatever, they tighten up. People can tighten up any organ. They can tighten up the heart, they can tighten up the brain, they can tighten up the liver, they can tighten up the colon. And when you tighten that up, when you tighten up the digestive system, well, things don't move, right? So what you have is partially processed food that wants to get out that can't because the colon is squeezed, you see, and it's hard to get it out. Now, I can help you with that if that's the problem, because we'll work on relaxing that area, specific methods for relaxing that area and for eliminating your anxiety. That's the cause of it. So let's look at that too. This often alternates with diarrhea, by the way, alternating. Call that liver attacking colon, liver qi stagnation, Chinese medicine. You can look that up. Tends to go back and forth. Diarrhea means runny stool, essentially, or many bowel movements every day. So we can correct that. Let's look at the second reason, which I think is probably more common, and that is overeating. Yes, eating too much food. The food gets clogged in your tubes and doesn't want to come out because there's too much there. Now, you can take laxatives, you can take colonics, you can take Bojami tea, which is a Chinese formula for relieving constipation, but they're only temporary fixes. They're not going to actually cure anything. They're just to help relieve the discomfort and help get that out. You don't want that to sit in there, by the way. It causes all kinds of diseases, including colon cancer. Big, big, big time. See that partially processed food, it sits in there and it ferments and it becomes nasty. So it can cause all kinds of problems. And the reason your body holds it in there is for hard times. I mean, just like enlarged fat cells or tumors, this is all stored food for winter or famine. That's what your body thinks. You're eating more calories, more food than your body can use, so it stores it away. And the crenellations in the colon, those little pockets in the colon, I'll show you this picture, help to contain it on a temporary basis. The problem is, it's not temporary. It's regular. It's every day. I know people who have a bowel movement once a week. I know a woman once who had a bowel movement once a week, thought nothing of it. She got colon cancer. This is what happens. Things like that, really nasty. You want to get rid of it. Now, what are the experts, the nutritionist bozos? What are they always screaming about? Fiber. You have to eat more fiber. Fiber, fiber, fiber. You got to eat fiber. Which means you got to eat vegetables, fruits, and legumes. Well, guess what? Vegetables have a very unique and subtle flavor. The flavor of vegetables is subtle. And when your taste buds and smelling is suppressed with dampness, as we would say in Chinese medicine, when it's suppressed, you don't taste vegetables. Vegetables taste like cardboard. Fruits are not sweet enough. Legumes taste like, again, cardboard. So they keep telling people who are overweight, because 4/5 of Americans are overweight and 4/5 of Americans are in danger of constipation because they've been eating more food than their body wants. They're telling these people to eat food that they don't enjoy. So they put them on a diet, a high fiber diet. They're not going to stay on that diet because it's not delicious food. The only thing they can really hack It's salty, sweet, and fatty, because these are survival tastes, and these are foods that are easy to eat even when you're not hungry. What I found is that people who overeat, people who are overweight, 4/5 of Americans, are never hungry. They never have that empty feeling in the stomach area that is a gift of nature that propels animals and humans, that enables and encourages, forces us to go out in the wilderness and go to work to get food. That's the purpose of hunger. Now, they have appetite. Appetite is the desire for food. Yes, everybody who eats has an appetite. But hunger is only reserved for the lean. Lean people feel hunger, an empty feeling in the stomach area. I feel it all day. All afternoon, I feel hunger. And it makes me think about what I'm going to have for dinner. I'm thinking about food while I'm working because I'm hungry. Overweight people, 4/5 of Americans, never feel this hunger. It's because everything is subdued. They're ready for winter. In winter, you don't want hunger. In winter, you don't need strong senses. Your 5 senses, you don't need those to be strong. You need them to be dull. Thinking is dull. Emotions are muted. You're living with 20 relatives in a cave. You don't need to go out in the winter and hunt for food. So you can start to see that backing off of food is the answer to this kind of constipation. You need to eat less food. This is called undereating. It's the opposite of overeating. Undereating. I will help you with that because it's not something that nutritionists are going to help you with. It's not something that medical doctors are going to help you with. In fact, unfortunately, most people who practice alternative medicine don't know anything about this. I've been studying it for years. I discovered in 1992 that I was eating and I wasn't hungry. I said, what the heck? Why am I eating? What's going on here? I love vegetables, but it's because I'm lean and I'm hungry. And I love the taste, the subtle taste, subtle flavors of food that contain fiber. All right? So we're going to have you fast. Fasting is when you reset everything. You reset all your organs. You reset everything. When you get lean, everything is set to factory standards, or like turning off your machine because it's screwing up, and then you turn it back on and everything's back the way it should be. That's what fasting will do for you. I'll have you, if you're eating 3 meals a day, I'll have you back off to 2 meals a day, and we'll see how that works. If you're eating 2 meals a day, we'll have you back off to 1 meal a day and a snack. See how that works, right? Less food is the answer here, not the right foods. You've got to stop with this right food nonsense. We're going to get you hungry and lean and clean and serene. Well, that's about all I have to say about constipation. Today, this is Dr. Doug for Body Trust. Do not forget to subscribe. See you next time.